Good evening, everybody. It's so great to have you here. I'm Ron Naples, and on behalf of the FPRI and my fellow co-chairs, Marina Katz and Dov Zakheim, it's my pleasure to welcome you here this evening. This is FPRI's 61st anniversary, and this is our 12th annual dinner where we've presented the Benjamin Franklin Award. So we have a long history here, and we're so pleased to have you here for this evening. Those of you who have been coming here for a while probably have figured out by now that we usually have this dinner in the middle of November. And having it in the middle of November means that every 4 years we have it right after the election. And we usually try to have a little fun with that along the way. But this is a tough one to have fun with. This year has been one long slog, or should I say slugfest, for this entire country owing to what was perhaps the most unusual election campaign in our history. Unusual, unpredictable, surprising, unexpected. But that's the way it goes, I guess, with this sometimes. But as I look out in the room, I see folks out there, I know who you are, spouse to spouse, sibling to sibling, friend to friend, during the election, addressing some kind of fiery aspect of this election through sincere discussion, civil debate. Oh, okay, yelling. Yeah, I know it's yelling. Okay. And each discussion ended the same way among all the people. Simple answer. If I listened to you and I agreed with you, we'd both be wrong. So unfortunately, that's the way most discussions ended along the way. Since no matter what I might have to say about this election, I'm certain that I would give agita to some part of the room. So I'm going to play it very safe, and I'll limit myself to only one comment, one, I hope, uncontestable statement, that President-elect Trump will face when he gets into office an extraordinary array of challenges, both to U.S. interests and to world order, from Russia to China to North Korea to Iran to Iraq, Syria. There's no shortage of places where there's troubles going on. And therefore, there's no question in my mind that organizations like the Foreign Policy Research Institute, and maybe particularly the Foreign Policy Research Institute, given the way it goes after the work it does and the kind of basis and the kind of stance it takes in terms of the point from which it begins its reasoning, and maybe Alan Luxembourg will cover some of that tonight. But these places like the Foreign Policy Research Institute are more important than ever before because we have so much to think about in a way that we never did before. FPRI's job is to inform the national conversation on foreign policy and national security, to dissect the national interest, and to assess how best to fill it. I've been on this board since 1984, 31 years. I know I look far too young for that to be true, but here it is. But there are strong reasons why I've stayed so long. One of the most important ones is because FPRI has always been a source of stimulation for my mind and for my thinking and for my learning. It was a chance for me as a businessman to put my brain on something else, and I hope many of you will take advantage of the same thing. It never stopped stimulating my broader horizons. It never ceased making me a better businessman by enabling me to be conversant with so much that's going on around the world, and to better understand the cultures in which we were doing business. These are all very positive things that I think I've taken from my association with FPRI. So it's been a great pleasure for me personally to be part of this organization. In my time around town, I've been associated with a lot of organizations, all of which did good and important work. But no organization, none that I know of, none I've been associated, does more with less than FPRI. We're a pretty unusual think tank. We're small. We are not based in DC as most everyone else is, but we punch way above our weight class. This annual dinner tonight is our way of getting you to know us a bit. It offers only the tip of the mountain of informed, thoughtful, and provocative observation and discussion that FPRI delivers all through the year in its programs and its writings. Tonight, with Trudy Rubin and Kanan Makaya, you'll get a sense of just exactly the kind of thing that we tend to deliver each time we get together. So I hope you're looking forward to the evening, and I hope you'll enjoy the evening. And at this stage, I'm going to turn going to invite you to have dinner. Immediately following coffee and dessert, we'll have a report from Alan Luxembourg, FPRI's president, to tell you about what we're up to and the work that we do. And then we'll be able to hear from our guests. And then we'll be back just in time to interrupt your conversations. So enjoy the evening.